What's going on, my brothers, my peeps, and my sister? You over at Liberty Avenue by the A train line. We doing that big this time for me? Like, listen. Hey. I got to work on time. Thank God for that. That mercy right there, you know. I got paid. I got my payment coming in tomorrow. I'm getting lit with the payment. Thanks to every 2,000 and thanks to 2,082 fans out there that's watching this video. Guess what we're doing this year? Basketball Wellness clothing brand will be dropping, and we actually have samples that we're going to be showing off for these events that I'm planning at Manhattan Neighborhood Necklace. Here's a catch to this shit though. We actually looking into retail spots in Queens, Brooklyn, and Long Island, and warehouse spaces as well. So, for those who don't know, my cousin Andre is a fucking show-off motherfucker that want to show off his nice little beauty house in Pennsylvania, his lovely, attractive wife, whatever, and his golf course and all that fucking shit he want to do. Guess what, cousin Andre? You ain't God, brother. Yeah, that's a piece of shit. I swear it is. It's all about you, but it's not about your family, though. You never gave a shit craps about the family, don't you? What you care about is the luxury shit, you know? I tell you, cousin Andre, I got a good girl that I'm going to marry to, so don't worry about it. My woman is much attractive than your wife. Let me tell you, your woman, your wife is not like, I never liked the woman actually, so I ain't like, don't even bug. Hey, fuck. Yeah, so, yeah, my girl's more attractive than your wife, so that's how it did. You ain't making hits, you ain't making grants, you ain't making nothing in life. But she wanna be a stuck-up motherfucker that's gonna build. But yeah, basketball is about building, bro. But I'm a build though. Nah, listen, I'm gonna build, but it's gonna be a building sensation though. You feel me? I'm not gonna be like, say, I'm gonna build something and I'm gonna hang on with it. Nah. We're gonna build something. Once I build it, I'm gonna get it. You feel what I'm saying? But he wanna call my mom to invite her out to a barbecue. I said to him, you just a stuck-up son of a bitch. You know what I'm saying? You wanna invite my mom to an event, right? But you ain't even give a craps about how I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. You wanna be like a dumb stuck-up, you know? You don't give a two craps at how I'm doing. But guess what? Each one teach one, motherfuckers. Remember that. Because when you teach us certain things in life, you ain't gonna get the growth in life until you don't know what battles are you coming from, what rhythm are you coming from, what statues that you coming from. I tell people, like, one of these days, you're gonna learn from making it in this world and don't make it. You start from the same parish as me. When I was broke, I needed money and shit. What do you think you was? You ain't was nowhere to be found, shit, you know? But at that day, you want to talk about being rich and you want to show off your fucking fancy house and all that shit like that. You ain't God and you ain't nothing. Because you start with a $10 hour work before you became rich and famous, bro. Don't get me started with whatever it is. But you ain't broke and righteous as motherfuckers don't realize. That you could do things in life and you could gain a lot of respect in life, but you ain't gonna gain my respect though. You never did and you will not. But one thing I learned, that my future wife that's Yahweh Jamaican and shit look much better than your wife. Remember that? And you ain't coming to my wedding, remember that? Look at that Jamaican goddess that I'm gonna be marrying. So look at that Jamaican goddess woman. You see that good body? That's the body I'm marrying, you know what? You see that good body? Oh yeah. That's right. And I'm on the A train right here, boy. Look at that. Yeehaw! Look at that shit. garbage right here. We not like I don't want to be stinking up with garbage coming out. You see how these people start off? They wasn't rich and famous when they started picking up garbage for a living, right? And that's how they start up before they become rich and famous, picking up garbage for a living. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we overside. We on Liberty 92nd. Let's walk. So, you ain't know how to pick up garbage for a living. You don't make it out. Ain't straight. So. We in Ozone Park right now. Oh, they towing vehicles. Towing Inc. Hold on. Alright, we gonna cross right here. Let's cross. Cause it's more. Cause it's gonna smell over here too. Let's see. I tell people, you're not rich and famous if you don't start off by the bottom. A lot of people start picking up garbage in life. They end up quitting their job, working on their own business, and they rich and famous already. You feel me? A lot of people, they do a lot of work, and they think that being rich and famous is picking up trash. Nah. Pick up this and that. Nah. But bro, you ain't learning about the real reason why you became this way, bro. You know, I tell people when you start off in this real world, you ain't gonna make it out in this real world until you figure out what you want to do in your life, man. You know? It was me talking about relationships and how to make it work. I ain't gonna make it work, bro. Because you want to show off your wife and everything. But here's the catch, though. Cause Andre, my message to you, bro. You ain't my bro. You're the enemy of hell, man. You evil. Alright? You ain't my bro. You ain't my best friend. You ain't nothing though. Cause at the end of the day, you just a short piece of shit that I don't care about. So at the day you wanna be like, okay, you doing this and doing that. Nah. You wanna invite my mom someplace. Don't even ask how I'm doing. Don't even say, oh, how's Shamika, blah, blah, blah. Don't even ask me. But you want to invite my mom someplace and show off your fucking luxury shits. That don't make no sense. So guess what? You ain't coming to my crib. You know? You ain't coming to my crib though. But you wanna be a show off motherfucker. You ain't coming to my crib though. I'm gonna be back in a minute because I gotta get this shit. We'll be back in 1 minute.